Hey, what is up, guys? WWE Forever 98 here, and today I'm going to talk about Randy Orton and how WWE has pretty much fucked him up. Alright, so Randy Orton, he debuted on SmackDown, and then he would soon go into Evolution, which was probably one of my favorite stables of all time. And he had a lot of success there. He was a tag team champion. He was an intercontinental champion. Wait, was he a tag team champion? I'm pretty sure he was. If he wasn't, then scratch that. But when Orton broke away from Evolution they turned their back on Orton, and when Orton became a face, and he became the youngest world champion in history. But soon after, I think it was maybe less than a month, Triple H buried Randy Orton, and there went his first title reign. Now, ever since then, he has, every single year, he's been improving, he's been going on a new level, multi-time world champion, tag team champion. I mean, he's done it all. Almost all. But as of late, I could even be more specific with that. Since Royal Rumble, and since his feud with Sheamus, or if you consider that a feud, I mean, it only lasted like 2 weeks, Randy Orton has been receiving some of the biggest pops on Raw. And that's an issue. Now, what I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why Randy Orton is so over and is getting huge pops. First reason, he's AntiKid. Alright, we're in a PG era here. And for us fans who were in the Attitude Era, we're not used to seeing all this kiddie stuff. Because, yes, WWF was very, very kiddie in the late 80s, early 90s. So when my generation of wrestling fans started watching, we were watching nudity, we were watching swearing, we were watching hardcore, we were watching blood. But now, it's totally the opposite. You got friggin' Hornswoggle, a midget leprechaun. You got Evan Bourne, who is just so face, it's not even funny. I mean, you have so much other crap. They've gotten rid of so many, I guess you would say, I forget the word. They've gotten rid of so many, I'll just go with this, it's generic, so many things that were established in the WWE, such as their pay-per-views. So, I mean, our generation are cheering for Randy Orton. And you know what? Even the older generation, guys like in their 30s are cheering for Orton. So, I mean, if you don't believe that reason, look at Chris Jericho. Look at CM Punk. Those are probably the top 3 heels right now in the WWE. And guess what? They get major pops, but none as big as Orton's. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2, he's been winning too much. Alright? I think that people like winners, but eventually they get sick of them. Hence John Cena. Everybody loved John Cena in 05, 06. Early 06. But then John Cena started beating guys on a consistent basis for his championship, that it got to the point where people started to realize that John Cena is this generation's Hulk Hogan, and that's a fact. So I'm afraid that if Orton keeps winning, he's going to turn into that John Cena kind of guy. Now, as of now, he's getting huge pops, like I said, because he's winning too much. I mean, I think he won the WWE Championship 3 times last year. I may be mistaken on that, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. So it's coming to a point where people are going to start turning on Orton. Maybe in a couple years. And the only reason why John Cena got turned on so early is because he was a major face. People love heels that win a lot, but eventually they're going to get sick of them. Alright, so that's WWE is setting Randy Orton up for a huge back turning of the fans, because they're gonna start booing Randy Orton, face or heel. They're gonna get sick of him, in my opinion. The last reason I have for you, reason number 3, his feuds. Now, some of his feuds, Triple H last year, Triple H, alright? People are sick of Triple H, alright? Now, if Triple H were to turn heel, I think that he would not be as stale as he is now. And going into WrestleMania, people were cheering for Orton to beat Triple H, and we all know how that played out. So, Orton got put up against a lot of big faces last year, which isn't necessarily a good thing, because most of the faces that WWE has are either too kiddie or win too much. And that's why people cheer for the heels. Number 2, John Cena. A long feud with John Cena. And we all know that people hate John Cena. So when you're putting, I guess you can say, the most popular heel against the most popular face, the most popular heel with being over with the, I guess, people over the age of 16, maybe even younger than that, not too younger, going against a guy who is over with 8-year-olds, that there's going to be a problem there, because people are going to start going to Orton's fan base. They're going to start hopping on the bandwagon. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of Randy Orton. I'm a die-hard fan of John Cena, but still, I don't hate Orton because of his feuds with John Cena. I just don't like his gimmick. That's it. So John Cena. And people were getting sick of that feud, so they wanted it to end. They wanted Randy Orton to win that, but John Cena would win that feud. And number 3, Sheamus. This is probably the dumbest move that WWE did with Orton. Because coming off of TLC, when Sheamus beat John Cena for the WWE Championship, everyone, including myself, thought that was stupid and his title reign needed to be ended. Now, the first feud Sheamus had as a WWE champion was with John Cena. But once again, nobody liked John Cena over the age of 15, 14, whatever. And, you know, that wasn't even a feud after Sheamus won the WWE Championship. But then the next feud that Vince put Sheamus in was with Randy Orton. Heel versus heel. So, I don't know what the mindset, what was the reasoning behind doing that. Because, you know, Sheamus could have easily feuded with Triple H. Even if Triple H was still in DX. So, people, I think everybody hated Sheamus, no matter what the age. So, when Sheamus was put against Orton, that was when people really wanted Orton to succeed, and really wanted Orton to beat Sheamus for the WWE Championship. So, those are my 3 reasons why Randy Orton is getting huge pops. Because now, with his feud with Legacy, it's just going to get more and more cheers. And WWE, you have fucked up Randy Orton.